on Yackin Wit Yoni, we're going to recap NFL playoff and NBA weekend, as well as preview Bulls Hawks. That's all right now on Yackin Wit Yoni. Welcome to this January, the 14th edition of Yackin Wit Yoni. I'm Ryan Yanishadis. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Got to go back to the city. I'll be talking about that in a minute. But before let's go jump in right into a recap of an NFL weekend. First, the Packers in action in the division championship game as they were hosted by the 49ers, and they lost that one of a final of 45-31. And let's go to the bullet points. First one, Packers, costly turnovers. There was a couple of them where they were turning over the ball. There was a fumble, I believe, and there was also the interception by Aaron Rodgers. So there was a couple that, and definitely they were crucial, and they were able to, it hurt them much in that first half. Okay, now and also the second one, barking up the wrong Crabtree. There was Michael Crabtree really being able to step up. He was doing very good. We'll be talking about the guy that throws him the ball in a second. But Michael Crabtree, I think he had 9 receptions, a bunch of yards. It seems like he was the go-to receiver. They also have Randy Moss, but he didn't do much. And then finally, put a cap in it. Put a cap in it, pretty much saying that this game was over. They were dominating. I mean, the Packers started off really good with this interception to kick off the game. Then it was 7-7, 14-7, 14-14, and then it kept going back and forth. And eventually the Niners were able to take over and win this game. Hurts for the Packers. The second straight year they get eliminated in the division round, but they struggled in that game. And the offensive line, there's a lot of guys that might not be there next year, so that might hurt them as well. But nonetheless, Packers lose 45-31. They're eliminated. The Niners go off to the NFC Championship. Now let's look at the other finals in the NFL. Crucial in the one that was before the Packers. Ravens defeat the Broncos 37-34 in double overtime. The Denver Broncos were my favorite to win the Super Bowl. Of course, we had the question of the week where we saw answers to that as well. So definitely a big win for the Ravens. A big touchdown to tie the game in that one. And then they got the game-winning field goal. And then Sunday, the Falcons beat the Seahawks 30-20. What a game, went back and forth. The Falcons were winning by 20 in that game. The Seahawks almost won it again, so crucial. And then the Patriots dominate. I have the Ravens here. Patriots dominate the Texans 41-28. So that is the weekend. We preview the championship weekend on Friday. We are on Facebook. You can like us, message us, and much more. That is Yackin Wit Yoni on Facebook. Now it's time to go to preview or recapping NBA weekend. First, Friday, the Bulls in New York to take on the Knicks, and the Bulls do it again. They win 108-101. First bullet point, dang, and that's all I was saying. Luol Deng had a big game, was shooting the ball from the top of the key, really nailing his shots. And again, he was the leader. He was shooting it from the side of the three-point line. He was doing an unbelievable job, and he was really nailing his shots. Like I said, second, Melo cold for 3 quarters. He had a very cold 1 through 3 quarters. The fourth quarter is where he stepped up, and that's how the Knicks got right back in that game towards the end, but they couldn't cap it in. But a great job by Carmelo Anthony in that fourth quarter to make it close. But the Bulls did a very good job defensively to stop him, and then finally, never look back. The Bulls, once they had a lead, they have not trailed at Madison Square Garden. They led all throughout, wire to wire in the first game and wire to wire in this game. So they were able to, the defense was good. They didn't let them get into the game. They were taking a lot of missed shots, but the Bulls were able to hold on. And again, they're now 3-0 against the Knicks. They have one final game against them. So the Bulls win 108-101. Also on Friday, Pistons beat the Bucks 103-87. Knight and Shining Army. Brandon Knight had a very good game. The point guard, he was hitting the shots. He was nailing them very well. I mean, when you look at him and Tayshaun Prince, Knight is obviously the future of this team with Tayshaun Prince not having many, I don't think having a couple of years left. So I think they really got to look at him as being a starter. He's very underrated, not known because Detroit's a struggling team. But what a way to step up in that game for Brandon Knight. Another third quarter collapse. The Bucks were looking good in the first couple of quarters, but the third quarter Detroit was able to nail it because a lot of missed shots by the Bucks. They really could not step up at all. They weren't playing well. And again, in the third quarter where the defense lets down, the offense lets down, they had another one against Detroit. Pistons lay it on thick in the fourth. They were able to nail a lot of shots. When you look at Greg Monroe, Tayshaun Prince, they also have Charlie Villanueva who was hitting his shots as well. So they were just to make sure that the Bucks couldn't catch up. They had an unbelievable fourth quarter and nailed it. Once again, Pistons win 103-87. Saturday night I was at this game. The Bulls lose to the Suns 97-81. First one, too many missed shots. There was a lot of easy shots. And it looked like they were going in, and they rimmed out. The only guy that started off hot early was Joakim Noah and Rip Hamilton. Then they got quiet, and really everyone got quiet, and it seemed like it was a lot of stuff for the Suns now. The second one, another technical problem. There's a lot of technicals on the Bulls. When you look at Nate Robinson got one, Luol Deng got one, and Luol Deng's pretty mild-mannered, and also Tom Thibodeau. The referees were not doing the best job, not calling the best fouls. And then finally, number 2,000. That was win number 2,000 in the franchise of the Phoenix Suns. Unfortunately, I was there to witness it. Not too happy about that, but the Suns do beat the Bulls. And again, the Bulls have one of those games. I was saying it to with Miramu, who I was with, that Mary Ellen, that the Bulls play really good, and then they struggle. I said that on Friday's show as well. Finally, Sunday, the Bucks win 107-96 over the Raptors first, but no way, Jose. Jose Calderon had about 17 points in that first quarter. He was able to hit a lot, or 10 points, I should say, in that first quarter, really hitting his shots and being the leader of this team. And again, they don't have many guys, and Andrea Bargnani's out, but able to step up. What a great job. Second one, Henson, big off the bench. Did an unbelievable job for the Bucks off the bench. He had, I think, about 20. Just being, he's a guy that really no one knows about, but he really stepped up for the Bucks off the bench. He was the leader in the bench points for the Bucks. So a great job by John Henson. He's very tall, and he definitely helped him from the from the free throw line and down under the basket. Bench closes the game, like I said, and that leads to John Henson, him, Mike Dunleavy. Them two were really the leaders, and Dunleavy was making it from beyond the arc, and John Henson was doing it down low. So a great job by the Bucks bench, and again they win 107-96 over the Raptors. They play again Tuesday in Los Angeles against the Lakers. They now play 3 West Coast games. Where's the one place to watch all Yackin Wit Yoni programming? It is our home on YouTube. You can watch all episodes, plus the best of them every week. We don't do that anymore. That is Yackin Wit Yoni on its home of YouTube. I dropped my flyer, my promo. Now it's time to preview Bulls Hawks. That'll be tonight from the United Center in Chicago. Bulls, after that tough loss by the Suns on Saturday. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to step up. This is an Atlanta Hawks team that ain't really built with a lot of big guys. They got Jeff Teague. And the last time these two teams met in Atlanta, the Hawks dominated. The Bulls did not play well at all. You got Jeff Teague, but the main guy is Josh Smith. They got rid of Joe Johnson. He's gone. So I think that's the guy you got to watch out for. And that means it's Carlos Boozer. Boozer's been really stepping up as of late as a member of the Bulls, really stepping up and really playing good defense as well. And he's been known to not have the best defense, but the way he's played as of late, good job for him. I think you have to watch out for Josh Smith, because if Josh Smith has one of them games, and he can pass it out as well. Zaza Pachulia, a good center as well. This is Kirk Heinrich's former team of last year. They also have Kyle Korver off the bench to the Hawks. Bulls know a lot about him as he returns for the first time to the United Center. And we'll see how this goes. But again, the Bulls and the Hawks tonight. Hopefully the Bulls can get a win. Not sure if they'll be able to. Again, they'll be back on the road Wednesday as well. But that game will be on at 7 o'clock on CSN, and for all you non-Chicago viewers like me, it'll be on NBA TV. Yackin Wit Yoni is on top of it when it comes to social media. That includes Twitter, where you can get active with the show, so don't forget to follow Yackin Wit Yoni on Twitter. Now it's time for predictions. And of course, my prediction, I went 4-4 over the weekend, so it was okay. Tonight I got Bulls Hawks, and I don't have a pen, so I'm not doing this again. I'm going to say Hawks over Bulls tonight. I don't see the Bulls getting a win. Usually when I predict them to lose is when they come out and win. I give them the short end of the stick. Hopefully they prevail tonight. Preview for tomorrow, we're going to recap Bulls Hawks, also preview Bucks Lakers, as again they're on the West Coast. And a new true or false, talking about the NFC champion, or talking about, I believe we're going to talk about the NFL playoffs again. So that'll be all tomorrow, so don't forget to tune in. So that's to wrap it up for this January, the 14th edition of Yackin Wit Yoni. I am Ryan Yanishada saying this is, and forever will be, one guy, one show, nuff said.